with all the ideas we're talking about. It's got to be some wow factor.
Today I came in and got to work with Ralph. Pretty amazing to be able to sit down and work on a piece of merch. We touched on his background as a fan, you know, all of the movies that he's been a part of. Such an iconic part of my childhood that it was pretty amazing.
Figured out a way to combine sort of things from my life, my experience as an Islander fan.
An Islander fan through and through, Ralph Macchio.
And what the Islanders have brought to me in my life, and doing a collaboration for some merchandise that'll be very specific, very Islander-centric, Ralph-centric, in a way, hopefully, that will balance, I use the word balance, to be the perfect item that the fans would love to have. You know, they were talking about that desaturated color, sort of a little bit of a vintage feel that kind of feels like of that time, but yet it's marrying the nostalgia with the relevance.
Exactly.
That's what I've been fortunate enough to be able to do. There's so much stuff in the team store. That was the cool part for me, is the new stuff versus the vintage nostalgic stuff, and I like combining the two. That's kind of going to be the goal, because I grew up a fan of this team, and during the 4 straight Stanley Cups, and that was my childhood. So kind of taking the journey through all the merch and figuring out a way to find one that's unique to me and the team. Probably the most famous line, one of I've ever said, is called "Stay Gold." What could I tie in without being, you know, that could kind of seem smart, but yet be a catchphrase that's kind of famous, but then it's spelled with the gold, like a hockey goal, as opposed to, you know, gold.
Yeah.
The concept that a percentage of this will go to a charity, it's meaningful to myself and the Islanders, is really, you know, that's the icing on the cake. There's some great stuff here, but there's some good stuff coming.